made for war. Armor is a garment that is made for battle. If you don't want to end as a victim in the battle, you must put on an armor. And every soldier has their own armor. Now the Bible is telling us, me and you, it said we should put on the whole armor of God. Why should we put on that armor? What is the essence of that armor? What is the reason for the armor? It says so that you will be able to stand against the wiles. What is the meaning of wiles? Wiles means skills, gimmicks, games, tactics, systems. So that we'll be able to stand against the wiles, the systems, the tactics of the devil. Verse 11, verse 12. For we wrestle. Now, the Bible has finished telling us what to put on. What did the Bible tell us to put on? The whole armor. Why? So that we can be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. And it further told us that for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Now, some of you will think all these things are same. That cord that is making that noise, remove it. Some of you will think all these things, they are the same. They are not. Principalities is different from powers. Powers, they are different from rulers. And the rulers of darkness of this world, they are different from spiritual wickedness. So they are all various entities. In high places, verse 13. Wherefore, take unto you the whole armor of God. It repeated it again. That ye may be able to withstand in the evil days. And having done all, stand. After the battle, I pray for you again. You will not fall, you will stand. After the tempest and the turbulences of life, you will not fall. Instead, you will stand. Now, there are people, they will tell you, when we have the accident, the car somersaulted. But when you put on the whole armor of God, when others are somersaulting, you will be somerstanding. Yeah, that's what the Bible says. It says, haven't done all, stand. Now, look at it. The Bible began to give us the various dresses, the various attires we are supposed to put on from head to toe. He said, stand, therefore, having your loins. Where is your loins? Your loins means your waist, the front of your waist. What did the Bible tell you to put on your loins? The what? He said, having your loins girt about with what? Truth. Meaning truth is a weapon. Having your loins girt with what? With the truth. Number 2, the Bible has told us what to put on our loins. When you are face to face with the battles of life, as a Christian, the first thing you should carry is the what? The loins of truth. Number 2, the breastplate of righteousness. Where is breastplate located? It is located here. It is where? It's located here. Then, and your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of what? Of peace. Then verse 16. Above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked. Bring it down. You know the meaning of darts? You say, carry the shield of faith. How many of you have watched war film? When they will put sword in one hand, they will put one round thing that look like tray. One round thing, they will hold it like this. They hold that one at the left hand, and they will hold the sword at the right hand. Now, the sword is used to fight. What the shield is used for defense. In case they want to throw their own, the shield will be for defense. Meaning, among all the weapons that Jesus told us to put on, not everyone is for fighting. Some are for defense. There are times you may not be alert to fight, but be alert to defend. There are times you may be so vulnerable that you can't. There are times you'll be too casual not to fight, but don't be too casual not to defend. Do you know the meaning of that? That are arrows, very tiny. They are like needle. They are like what? Needle. You can't see them. They are. The Bible calls them fiery darts. They throw them. They throw them. And when they are throwing darts, they don't throw them one, they throw them in mass. And the Bible says you should carry the shield of faith so that you can be able to withstand against the fiery. That fiery means aggressive. The aggressive darts, the aggressive tiny arrows of the wicked. And take the helmet. Any serious black man that want to bike, that want to ride on a far journey must carry helmet. Right? So put on the helmet of salvation. After that, which other weapon? The sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God. 18, the last place. Praying always. Meaning, after you have carried all these things in your body, the only way to activate them is by what? This is the sum total of it all. When you have all these weapons in your life, the only way to sharpen them and to shaping them and to activate them is by what? Praying always. Praying always with all prayers of supplication in the Spirit. There are two kinds of prayer. Praying with understanding and praying in the Spirit. Meaning, if you are here and you are not praying in the Spirit, you see what you are losing. Now, if brother A can do it, brother B can do it. If sister A can do it, sister C can do it. They say, what is all this? It is not rabababa. It's a dimension that someone has desire to enter, and God opened the door for the person to enter. Meaning, if one can enter into that dimension, you too, you can enter into that dimension. Now, how can you activate all these weapons so that you will not be a victim in the battles of life? He said, after you have done all, praying always with the prayers of supplication in the Spirit, and watching thereunto with all perseverance and supplications for all saints. Now, bring it out, take it off. Take it off, media. Now, last week we started something, and the title was Dressing to Win. Dressing to what? To win. Dressing to win. And sit down. And I told you last week that every dressing is meant for a particular occasion. Any shirt you put on is meant for a particular event. And I told you that you can't be going for a white wedding and you are putting on babariga. Is it babariga they call it? Or you are going for a traditional wedding. You are supposed to put on your native attire and you are putting on suit. They will see you as someone who misrode. Giving you chair, giving you seat to sit in that occasion will look as if the person that wants to give you the seat is against the order of that ceremony. So the person will be afraid to even give you seat, because what we are doing here, what you are decorated with, does not fit in. So every dressing, every apparel that you put on is a reflection of the kind of occasion you want to attend. So in the battles of life, there is a specific dressing method that the Lord has prescribed for us. And if you are here as a believer listening to me online, and you are not putting on any of these as prescribed by the Bible, you may end up life as a victim. But I pray for you today, after this message, or as the message is going on currently, may you not become ignorant and a victim of this statement in the name of Jesus. May you not become a victim of the battles of life in the name of Jesus. So in the realms of the Spirit, I told you last week, in the realm of the Spirit, God expects us to dress well for the realities of warfare. God expects us to put on the right clothes in the Spirit. I told you in those days, when I want to fight in the realms of the Spirit, or in the dream or the vision or something, when I'm fighting for myself or for somebody, I told you sometimes I will have a stick. I told you last week. So as I began to navigate in the word of prayer, weapons began to increase. Are you getting it now? Because the more you pray, the more God puts more weapons at your disposal. That you are still pressed in the dream is a sign that you need to pray more. That your spirit is still very, very open for any form of attack is a sign that this weapon we just mentioned just now, some parts of your body are still empty. And you need to fill it up. It needs to be covered. Do you know Goliath was covered head to toe? God looked around. So which part of Goliath's body is open, so that if it happened, they're not thinking a magic. He communicated to David. He said, David, don't target the leg, because the leg is covered. Don't target the chest because all part of the body is full of armor. He said there's a little space here. He said target that spot. David said that spot is too tiny. He said that's why I gave you a stone. He said target that spot. Once it hit that spot, Goliath fell down. Meaning the same way the enemy is looking for any vulnerable spot, open spot in your spirit, in your body, in your soul to attack. The Bible said the enemies will bite when the edge is what? Is broken. So when there is a sealage of edge, there is no access of satanic darts and arrows. Am I talking to somebody here? So God expects us to dress so that we can win. When all of us gather in a system, when we gather to pray, when we gather aggressively to intercede, it thus means we are not just there to make noise, we are there to gather more armors. Because the Bible said we live in a dark age. We live in a wicked world. Now, these things, they are not needed in heaven. They are not needed in heaven. Because there is no wickedness, there is no trace of unholiness in heaven. So, when Satan rebelled against God, where did God throw Satan to? And the Bible said, woe. Woe means curse. It's a curse be unto the habitations of the earth. For Satan, the accusers of brethren, has been cast down here. So if Jesus, if God could fight Satan through the instrumentality of his angels, and he came down to planet Earth, he would come by choice. He was forced here. And you must understand that he is not through with his rebellion. He is not done with his wickedness. He is not done with his games. He did everything possible to bring God down from the throne, to supersede him. He fought against all the angels, but he didn't win. But do you know that if he couldn't win over there was a weapon they used against him. There was a preparation they prepared against him. And if they prepared that preparation against him and they could win him there, you also, you can prepare it here, gather those armors here, be prepared, those preparations, and you can also come against him. The things which are written are for knowledge. The things which are written are for our own instructions. The things which are written are for our own preparation, so that we won't be ignorant of the devices of the devil. Am I talking to somebody here? And I told you that the first dressing that the Bible told us about, he said, your loins must be girt about with truth. And last week we taught extensively on the subject of what? Of truth. And we said to ourselves that the church today, we are in an age where you can tell a person from the other religion to head over a system, to head over a business or an enterprise for you. Meanwhile, there is a Christian sister and Christian brother that is beside you. Now, this brother and sister speak in tongues in capital letters, but they also lie with all zeal, zest, and vitality. They also lie in capital letter. Now, we not choose. Are you aware in those days when you are writing WAEC, when a Christian man, you say this one is a Christian, when it's coming to the hall, all the students are happy because they know say Chukuli go fly that day. In the exam hall, they know say things go sup that day. Many people will turn to giraffe that day. Many people will pack bullets for pockets where they want to use for exam hall because a Christian brother is coming. But when they tell you that a Muslim person is coming, you will choose one. Either to run out of that hall or to just gather all the bullets you have arranged down, all the things you don't write for table. Because you know why? Because we know that despite we are Christians, but the character of truth has been totally watered down. When a brother, Christian brother, greet you, say, good evening, sir. You either go and check your work clock or go to Google. Google, please. Are we in the evening? Sit down. Are we in the evening or we are in the morning? Because a Christian brother greeted you. Good evening, sir. Because where truth is scarce, love and trust becomes minimal. It is truth that enforces trust. In those days, the Bible said the disciples were moving from one house to another. What were they doing? They were breaking breads and drinking wines together. You know why? Because this one will tell you, say, that soup where you want eat, cockroach fly puto, no eat them. All the brothers and sisters, all the church members, they were moving from one of their houses to another, eating together. But now a Christian sister will be drinking with you. Once you leave your drink with a Christian brother, and you go and lock the door, as you are coming back again, you are throwing it away to buy another one. Why? Truth is no longer the other day, therefore trust has died. Love has watered down in the church. In the church. I've handled so many cases in this church and beyond where an issue will come, like, I'm not talking about prophetic. I'm just if I do that may something kill me. He said, Papa, I just want to be so. A woman here, she said, who go talk that he must put? Yeah. That time we never extend the church. He said, must put. Yeah, what's your That is why, when we talk about growth, growth is not forced on people. Growth is a deliberate step. There is nobody that cannot grow, just that people don't want to grow. 3 years as a Christian, not in the church. Now, 3 years as a Christian, 1 year as a Christian. 1 year is too big for your life to turn around spiritually. Come on now. If really you are deliberate with God, if all the message you preach here, they enter you, 6 months is too big for we to see a change in you. Jesus sat with a Samaritan woman, a sinner, a first-class sinner, that was moving from one husband to another in less than a few seconds. The woman did not only become a Christian, the woman became an evangelist. He said, remain there, sir. Hold on, let me go into the town. The woman packed people, men, women, children, youth, gathered together at the well of Jacob. And Jesus began to preach to them. She became an evangelist. Why has this thing reduced in our midst? This thing called love and trust. Because truth is no more there. Truth is no more there. Bitterness everywhere because of betrayal. You tell me, say, now, so this thing be, but I later discovered it was like this. My sister, why did you betray me? You told me this thing is like this, but later I discovered. You know what? People are very confident when they are lying. For you to keep your lies of yesterday active, you need to lie another one today to make it active. Because you will keep on lying to make the ones you have lied before. Okay, you lied that you you lied that you ate rice to school. Now on the assembly ground, your belly told you vomit cocoyam. You lied this morning on meeting your class prefects. How are you? I'm fine. You ate to school. Say yes. So what did you bring to school? I ate rice before I came to school. But you are vomiting on the assembly ground, or as immediately you enter into the class, you are vomiting cocoyam. Immediately you vomited it, and they are trying to look for how to see what you vomited. You are thinking of another lie. And it was actually the rice I told you that I ate. But while I was coming, I visited my auntie. I just took 2 slices of cocoyam. You have lied another one to cover the former one. You say the former one there on the ground. Are you getting it at all? Why do we have many general overseers today that their heart is bleeding? You see a pastor who comes into a system, brushed them up, gave them platform. So we die here. We die here. He's doing usher in another church now. Daddy, we die with you. He's doing security in another ministry now. The God of my father, Apostle O.C. You know why? We are not telling ourselves the truth. So if God call you to open your own ministry, talk from the beginning. Because everybody will not be with you forever. It's Dr. Paul Eneche with Oyede Botany. He's not there. If pollination was with him, probably he wouldn't have gotten big like that. So it depends on where God has sent you. Let him know so that he will train you as a general overseer. You know why some of them will leave a GO and they will not get stranded and suffer till they die in their small church? They will not open. You know why? They told their father that God sent them to him to be trained and to work and to serve under him till they die. So the man began to train them not as a GO, but as someone who is working in that ministry. They now grow with that mentality. They now build with that mentality. They have the mentality to constantly depend on the head. And now they now work out to go and open their own. They are now leading and establishing their own, not with the mindset of a Jew, but with the mindset of someone who is working under someone. If you have told your father, sir, I want to work under you, be trained under you, but God has told me I have my own ministry, he will train you like a Jew. Hey, how will I leave my father in the Lord? Immediately, I said that man cost me. He didn't cost you. How engineering go do your mind? You say, may the man teach you engineering and do your mind. You are telling him, sir, teach me medical science. Or for him to train you up as an engineering student. You now walk away to go and practice doctor. And you are not with any syringe. The man didn't give you syringe. The man didn't give you drip. You be only trained on how to use spanner screwdriver. Now someone will come to you to be operated. You are using spanner to operate them and using screwdriver to give them injection. Are you getting it at all? From the beginning, be clear. This contract you want to enter into, sir, within 6 months, I'm done. In this business contract. And at the end of the day, you want to frustrate yourself, and you want to frustrate the person that invested their money into that business. Truth. You know one of the reasons why my father loved me today? And anytime he sees me, he will be very happy. My father in the Lord. I not break away. I didn't break away. I didn't deceive anybody. There are people who are senior pastors who left there. They can never go back there again. They can never. I know some of them. They can't. The level of proximity they were having with him, they can never have it again. Because the truth was not established from the beginning. Are you getting it at all? So you must constantly walk with truth so that people can know you and trust you. There are things that will happen around me now. I know who to call. When everybody all gather like this one say this one, this one say this one, this one say this one. Okay, call this person. Once the person come and he says that the thing na black, oh, not be red when they talk. Oh, this thing is black. There is no need to argue it further. Because truth helps you to build a solid track record over time. Men will refer you to great places when you are a person of truth. Are you following at all? Are you following at all? Number 2 is the breastplate of righteousness. The breastplate of what? Of righteousness. What does breastplate does? It protects your heart. It's an iron plate. Okay, can you bring it up? Do you have the picture there? Okay, bring it up. Let them see how a spiritual soldier is dressed. The breastplate of righteousness. So that anything that is thrown at your chest, it will pass back. You know why? You know why? There is ribs. There is ribs around here. You know what is ribs? All those small bones that look like cage. You know why it's here? Why is the ribs not here? Why is it not here? But why is it here? Because every delicate organ in the body are surrounded with hard bones. Every soft organ, sensitive organs, they are surrounded with hard bones. Why is your brain not exposed? Why is your brain not exposed? Why is it surrounded with your hard bone? So that anything that hits your head will not easily get to your brain. So the breastplate of righteousness, it's shield over your heart. It protects your heart. It protects insensitive information from entering into your heart. When there is a breastplate of righteousness over you here, it ensures that there are certain informations and certain systems that cannot easily get into your heart and corrupt you. Because evil communication corrupts good manners. Evil events, you can be in a good church and have a bad heart. It depends on what you constantly and who you constantly listen to. When your heart, the Bible says, guard your heart with all diligence, for out of it comes the issues of life. How come someone that don't ever come to, the person does not come late to church, is always on time? And the best person you cannot make friend with, someone that comes 9 o'clock. Very soon, you will start coming by 9 or 9:30. Because your heart was not guided. It wasn't guided. People think as I enter church, everybody is a saint. It's a lie. The church is like a hospital. Not everybody, not be everybody well. Some are still undergoing treatments. Someone that is going about with baggage of hurt in their heart. And you yourself, you still need stability. You now make that person your best friend. The day you will sit down to talk, when this person pour out the hurt and you now pour out your baggages, you will see reasons not to serve God again. Are you hearing me at all? So let it be there. Let your heart be constantly guided. Let it be guided. Guard your heart with all diligence, for out of it comes the issues of life. So the Bible says the issues of life can come out from your heart. Meaning the issues of death, if you don't guard it, the issues of death can also come out. So what you allow in is like a computer system. If you press A on your keypad, what will show on your screen? If you press Z on your keypad, what will show on your screen? So the issues of the heart is like garbage in, garbage out. So what you allow in, the heart will process it and bring out the same. Am I talking to somebody here? So even your department, be careful of who you relate with. Be careful. What spoils your heart is a bad company, bad information. That establishment where you are working, the man that is ensuring that you are being paid salary every month, you are taking care of yourself. You now meet with some kind of rebellious workers that has been there before you, and they will tell you, we have been here, you never know, and we know, what you work for some come here, one can show you bad head. No, you they do like saying that you new corner, you could pass yours, wait, you go soon see. You go soon see. So you go soon see. And at the end of the day, you see the person opening his or her ears to listen to information that are not true. Before you know, if they were 5 rebels before, you not make them number 6. No. If you think I'm lying, how was Satan able to convince 2/3 of the population of heaven to rebel against God? It was informational. It was informational. Not be Jehovah. I know there's no meeting he attends that I don't attend. See, finish. I know now. In fact, once he wear green suit to come and sit on the throne, I know the shoe that will follow. Once he's about to carry out some assignment, I know the sound to play. I know. Be careful. New member, be careful of old members. When you enter church, just have a mind of your own. And don't just enter into a system and start making friends anyhow. And if I love you so much, I can disconnect you from some people. I will tell you, your destiny is precious. So if you, I won't tell you why, but I will know how to disconnect you. I should help you. You will be old cargo for here. Are you getting that? So, meanwhile, there are people that will come into this system. I will tell them, please, you can't be close to me. I will recommend them to somebody. I'll be close to this person. Oh my God. I'll be close to this person. You will grow when you do. I send someone to somebody when I say, just attach yourself to this person. Be close to this person. And from the person's statement, I feel the person felt insulted. Why would Papa say I should be close to this person? Don't feel insulted. You have been well in a scale, and I know you need good companion to stand. I know if you remain here without that companion, you either make the wrong companion or you will fall. Are you getting it at all? So the company you make determines what you hear, and what you constantly hear and see determines the content of your heart. It's an act of the abundance of the heart. The mouth speaketh. So if your heart is filled with debris and all forms of nonsense, your mouth will also vomit nonsense out. Am I talking to somebody here? The first one is what? Your loins being girt with what? Truth. The second one is what? The breastplate of righteousness. I said it protects your heart against satanic attack and evil information. It protects your heart against all forms of corruptions. Guard your heart with the righteousness of Christ. Listen, when your heart begins to condemn you, when your heart begins to condemn you, there are some people, immediately they raise their hand to pray. Their heart will just tell them, no, stop, bring that hand. There's no how you will do it. You remember what you did. You say, carry that hand, come down. You got one here person, and you go here. Your heart will start condemning you. I will tell you, see, even if you pray, others feel Holy Ghost. You know fish it, but just they shout. When your heart condemns you, there is no work that can save you. When your heart begins to condemn you, when you allow your heart to eat you up and condemn you, the Bible did, even God told us, he said, no matter what you have done, he said, come boldly to the throne of grace. Come boldly. You cannot access divine realities with a troubled heart, with a heart that is constantly judging you and troubling you and flogging you. So let your heart constantly be guarded with righteousness. And if it constantly eats you up and judge you, there is nothing you can collect from God. That's why some people will come to church, and at the end of the service, they will go back, slapping their two legs together. What's happening for church today? Bless one woman fall. Your phone near me. As you fall, you can't use hand, slap my phone like that. I my hand, my phone not break. One woman fall. Say yes. We sure that thing come happen. Papa professor. The professor, you call one boy out, come another day. I come. Bless Papa not to professor today. I believe say they go another program. They go another program. Okay, for your own life, what it can happen? I don't know. You know, say not be every day be pressing you. If for be your day, but now your heart they eat you up. And you know, say every day not be for person like that. Okay, which day don't ever be your own? Maybe say you go cry like this as worship they go on, or as preaching they go on like this, you go sit down they think about your life, or as prophecy they go on like this, the grace of God do they pour upon you. Which day? Which day? Which day? Me and they pray. Any service that will not add to me, and me, I will not say may I not come, but because I must only come. Anything, any person, anybody, whatever that will make my heart to fret and cut, take it away. Give me the right atmosphere. While I am in your atmosphere, give me the right atmosphere. And that right atmosphere will come from your heart. Protect it. Protect it. You see, you are talking about offense. Offense not keep. Offense, you not kill any other person past you will put down for night. If I offend Brother Jude, if you offend me and I decide to let go and move with my life, now my life I help not you. How go you enter church and say today na prayer na me and prayer, today na me and worship. Oh, now let me know what God do for me. I want to dance. Immediately I just see Jude, anger from nowhere. And this boy can't curse me. And this boy can't look down on me for the last meeting where we do. And at the end of the day, you see, all your preparation, all your zeal, all your zest will die. And that is what Satan will ride on. Satan will sit down upon that your morale will die. You go sit down upon and say, hey, I fair tell you. As far as this person don't offend you, your kukuma go to sit down for back. No officiate again. No flow again. I fair tell you. Okay, you go really sit down for back. As you sit down for back, you come discover and say, maybe that person will offend you in a usher. Maybe that day, now here if they sit down, put it. They can't say, hey, Mrs. Chain, move from there. Your next position is at the back. You can't go meet you there and say, hey, this one don't come see meet me for back one day. I rough. I suffer, separate myself from you from front when you day. I get anything to do with you. I go to sit down for back. Now they're going to carry you, come with me for back. From the back of the church, you will soon go outside the church. From outside the church, you will go outside of Christ. You see those quotes, all those useless quotes. I left church, I did not leave Christ. It's not in the Bible. Now church we come on from, I not come on from Christ. No, you are in the Bible. Who be church? We are the church. Who is the head of the church? Jesus. You are not telling Jesus that you left his house and you didn't leave him. Picky. If Camara verse come up for your house, I don't know, do it again. You don't come up for where you do. And you not be married. Your verse here are not too big. And there is no how you can pin her down. There is no thing you can do. You can't verse come out. You don't move. As it don't go, so you yourself don't tell us, okay, as you come out. We left church. We did not leave Christ. You have left Christ. You have left Christ. Very soon, you'll soon be seeing yourself drinking and smoking. Watching pornography. Very soon, you soon see yourself being in the midst of those who use Chelsea to do breakfast. Very soon, you that used to put Bible in your bag when you are going to work. Very soon, see Chelsea. What's not Chelsea? Boya, all those erujeje. Very soon, you will put them inside wallet. You will squeeze them in case thing hook you for one corner. You run that back of one kiosk. Come out again because they vibrate. Very soon. Very soon. You say, God, just when we are telling you, don't leave God, don't leave Christ, don't leave, keep on serving, keep on serving. See, your service to God distracts you from your service to the devil. It distracts you. While I was in JSS 3, I prayed the prayer. I said, Lord, keep me so busy. Keep me so busy to a point. Keep me so busy to a fault. Keep me so busy to a point that me myself, I will no longer have time for myself. But that was when cultism was reigning in Benin. Riot in all the secondary schools. You say ICC go meet Niger College. Say Niger College next Friday we go Edo College. Edo College will say Western boys wait for us. It was ready. So we needed to get ourselves occupied. Because we are attending one of the most dangerous schools. They will carry machete out and they will just design human being in your front. Flesh will be falling. Don't be the one that they do now that they hide. In those days on Friday, all back must carry leaf, branches of flower for their front. If not, you are a goner. Keep me so busy. You know why? We want to be so lost in God that we don't know what is happening in the world. Those things that do occupy your mind. So what are we talking about? To keep your heart at rest, you need the right words. You need the right company. You need the right company. You need the right company. Say, Lord, I don't get many friends. Why? I meant that bad. My father, Apostle Suleiman, said, the more people connect to him, the more debit he receives. So if you just work out come out today, the debit reduce. So you are not crying for have more friends. Don't do what? Don't do what? Every year, in fact, every 6 months, if I want to remove phone numbers from my phone, my wife is aware, it must be up to 1,200. 1,200 every year. Sometimes I do it twice in a year. Not because of hatred or anything. Let me clear my space. Clear it so that you hear the right words. One time, I will just open maybe I'm viewing WhatsApp status like this, and I open my phone's light. My phone's light is always bright. I dey push and reach up finish. So I don't know how to reduce light. I dey push and reach the ending. So I'll just be viewing people's status, and all of a sudden, I'm very free with my phone. Sometimes I leave it with me, I'll just be there with them. It will be flipping. No WhatsApp status, it will be flipping. It will be flipping. And people are watching. A time I discovered there were some group of people on my list. The only thing they know how to post is their private parts. The only thing they know how to post is their female cleavages. So what do I need to do? Man, I'm not going to open on one day. It can't show. As if they show the load, network will come for somewhere. Person will say, now this my pastor, they watch before you come. So what do I need to do? The same people that are doing it, if I can't enter into your DM, at least I can enter into my block button. So constantly going through all those things. You can't tell some of them. Some of them were family members. I say, before you blood relationship, take me to hell. Let me just do the needful now. I blocked some of them, deleted their numbers. You know they had me do. If you want to stress me, I block you. Than for me to be viewing nonsense. If you see there's a particular person that constantly posts rubbish, and you know if you talk to this person, it will cause problem. It will fight you. Just delete the person's number. Is that taken now? So if you know now, there must be somebody like that. There must be some crazy people like that in every person's WhatsApp list. You might not block. You might not block in case the person call you on. You might not block in case the person will later wear. Don't block. Just go to your contact list and delete. The person can still chat you, but you can no longer view the person's status. Just delete the phone number. The person can chat you. Are you hearing me now? Before story that we are very careful. Somebody can say it. How can I explain? Say no behind the look before you come. How I want to explain now. You know it day now. No evidence. Are you getting something at all? Then number 3, the Bible says in verse 15, it says the shoes of the gospel of peace. The shoes of the gospel of peace. The shoes of the gospel of peace. Yes. Direction, precision. Your shoes speaks of direction. Nobody put on shoes without movement in mind. Nobody put on a shoe without a journey in mind. So when the Bible tells us that one of the weapons we must carry is the shoes of the gospel of peace, it's number 1, it speaks of direction. It speaks of direction. No believer should move aimlessly. No believer should live a life without having a predetermined